I've been on a GLP-1 for 4 months and I've restarted this intro about 20 times. If you've been overthinking starting, take this as your sign. Hi, I'm Dee. As I mentioned, I've been on a GLP-1, specifically Mounjaro, since December 2025. Initially, I had 14 kilos to lose, which is about 31 pounds, and so far I've lost 4 kilos, which is about 9 pounds. Today, I wanted to talk about starting. Starting when you're scared and just starting anyway. Firstly, a disclaimer. I'm not a medical professional and this is not medical advice. I'm simply sharing my personal experience with this medication. If you have any questions about the medication or dosing, please speak to your health professional or prescriber and don't take someone's advice on the internet. Okay, let's get into it. So for a bit of background context, I have always been fit and healthy and of a healthy weight, but the last 5 years I have had some metabolic issues and biological issues brought on by perimenopause and menopause. And it's made it really difficult for me to lose weight. Firstly, I gained weight and then it made it very difficult for me to lose the weight. Despite knowing what to do, because I've done it before, nothing was working. So I knew that I needed extra support to help me to reach my goals. I'm also autistic. I was diagnosed later in life and it explains a lot about how my brain is wired. I really like routines and structure, and I can get overwhelmed if I have too many variables to deal with. And I can also be a little bit all or nothing thinking if I'm not careful. So today I wanted to talk about starting, just starting. And I think it's really appropriate considering that this is my first YouTube video. So I've been wanting to start my YouTube channel for the longest time, and I have had the usual thoughts about it. That I don't know anything about editing, that I won't know what to say on camera, that I won't look right on camera, that I need to be more polished, that I'm not confident enough, that I'm going to get judgment from people, strangers on the internet, and all those sorts of things. I think a lot of us do that. We think that there's going to be this magical moment where everything's perfect and when we feel more ready and more confident, but that moment never comes. And for me, being autistic, that can make that even harder because my brain wants certainty. It wants a plan and it wants to know how these things are going to go even before they happen. And we all know that that's not possible. So I'm practicing something important. I'm starting where I am with what I have and letting it be imperfect. Because there is no perfect time. There's only now. Confidence doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from the doing, the starting. You do the thing, you survive it, you do the thing again, and then one day you realize that you're not as scared as what you once were. So if you're watching this and you're thinking, I'm scared of the needle, I'm scared of side effects, I'm scared of people's judgment, then I want to say to you, just do it scared. That's what I did. The needle, it's quick, it's painless, and it really is not a big deal. The side effects, they're usually mild, they're manageable, and they go away. And some people don't get any side effects at all. Judgment, you don't have to tell anyone about your medical choices. I've only told 1 or 2 people in my life about me being on a GLP-1 journey, and my body and my medical choices are no one's business but my own, and they are not up for discussion. So just start where you are. I'm not waiting till I'm a better editor. I'm not waiting till I feel more polished, and I'm not waiting until I feel fearless or more confident. I'm just starting where I am. So this series is going to be both practical and honest. I'm going to be talking about the things that I've learned on my GLP-1 journey, the things that I wouldn't do again, and the things that I wish I had known before I started on this journey. It's going to be real life. A few things I've learned so far on this journey. Firstly, it's not about motivation. I actually have plenty of motivation, usually. It's actually about friction. And what the meds do is make this a more calm and manageable journey so that I can do what I need to do to reach my goals. Secondly, it's boring. Boring routines are key. That is what keeps it sustainable. And boring beats intensity every single time. And thirdly, the scale is not everything. Non-scale wins are just as or more important than what the scale says. And I'm going to do a whole video on non-scale wins. And tracking my nutrition just as a support tool, not to be obsessive. So the next video that I'll be doing is how I changed my mind about GLP-1s. And you don't want to miss that one because I have some opinions. There'll be other videos in this series as well. Things like side effects and how I managed them, exercise on a GLP-1, nutrition on a GLP-1, what I eat, plateaus, the dreaded plateau, and how to manage those without losing your mind. And I'll also be discussing dosing, but always framed around speaking to your prescriber about it. So if you're on this journey too, you're not alone. I'm cheering you on from the sidelines. And if you've been hesitating or overthinking starting, maybe let this be your nudge. Also, if you have some ideas or suggestions for videos that you'd like to see or topics that you'd like me to cover, pop them in the comments down below and we'll see if we can do one of those in an upcoming video. Thank you so much for watching today and spending your time with me. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you'd like to see more. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.